In an industry where the New World Order sure looks an awful lot like the old one. This is the pick to click for 2002. We're NWA Wildside, the nation's #1 professional wrestling alternative in these United States of America. Stephen Prazak along with Dan the Dragon Wilson. An amazing week last week here at Wildside. We saw AJ Styles keep that Wildside Heavyweight Championship despite the efforts of David Young. And in getting involved in that match is David Young's young son, Chris. An amazing night. As a matter of fact, we have some comments from now the former challenger, David Young.
Rick Michaels, let me give you a history lesson, son. You look back through the years, the last 3 years, you look, and there's a couple of words that should come to your mind. First word being sacrifice. Yeah, I sacrificed for 3 years, Rick Michaels. We did have the World Tag Team titles 4 times because I worked my tail off. I was in there fighting. I was in there doing most of the work. And who always jumped up, grabbed the microphone to do the talking while I stood in the background? Who was always the front man, Rick Michaels? It was always you. I always sacrificed just so you could get your precious push. Well, let me tell you something, son. Tonight, you put your hands on something that means more to me than you. It means more to me than this business. It means more to me than that damn belt. You want to know who the #1 contender is, Rick Michaels? You look real close because I've worked my tail off to get where I'm at today. I don't need you to stand out there in front for me. I don't need you to hold my back. I can handle it, Rick Michaels. I have been fighting with AJ Styles up and down the roads, and I have a hell of a lot more respect for that man than I ever will for you. Christmas Chaos, I come out there to help you off the floor. What did you do? You sacrificed me. You pulled me in front of you, so I take the Styles press. Well, by God, it's not happening, Rick Michaels. I will be the next heavyweight champion. And by God, you want to know who it is? You come on the second. Because David Young is stepping up in this business, son. And I will show you why I am the #1 contender.
Ominous words from David Young and Rick Michaels both regarding that incident with a small child. Wrestling fans, as you know, Wildside on the road, anything can happen at a Wildside show on January the 23rd in Athens, Georgia. We had a special ceremony and a Lifetime Achievement Award to former Wildside Tag Team Champion and mascot, White Trash. Myself and CEO Jeff G. Bailey were involved, showing that even he had a kind heart, or so we thought. Let's take a look at this disgusting footage.
You know, White Trash, a lot of people would say that I'm somewhat responsible for you being in that wheelchair, and you know, that may be true, but I came out here tonight because obviously you are unable to wrestle anymore, and Mr. Behrens and myself decided that you should be honored for the 3 years that you put into Wildside. I know that you bled buckets of blood all throughout the arena. You've been through 3 tables at a time, 2 tables, barbed wire, thumbtacks. You have been probably the most hardcore wrestler in the history of Wildside. And while it's a shame that you wound up in that wheelchair, and I really do mean that it is a shame, because as much as I like to see you bleed, I never wanted you to be permanently injured, because let's face it, all these idiots out here love to pay that money to come see you. You're one of the most popular wrestlers in the history of Wildside. So what we have done is we've got this an award. It is an award for outstanding achievement in the field of excellence. And tonight, I want to honor you, White Trash. And this comes from NWA Vice President Bill Behrens, as well as myself and Dan. I'm sure you probably have a few words you'd like to say too.
white trash. I mean, he does not deserve that abuse, although abuse seems to be his stock and trade. But anyway, I hope our best to white trash and his recuperating efforts somewhere in the southeastern United States. However, this week on NWA Wildside, the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champ, Jeremy Lopez. He puts that title on the line this week against former WCW and WWF superstar Kaz Hayashi. Now, this is Kaz Hayashi's final ever appearance on the United States of America wrestling, and we have him here at NWA Wildside, and he's gunning for Lopez's Junior Heavyweight Championship. Your main event this week on the Wildside.
Set your VCRs for that one, folks. Also, the role model takes on the show-stopping, crowd-popping Caprice Ice Coleman. That rivalry has gone on for several months here in Wildside. But over the last few weeks, they have yet to be able to lock it up. They got in the ring with each other 2 weeks ago on Wildside Television. It turned into a 6-man tag. These two gonna lock it up right here in a grudge match on Wildside. Also, a lot of controversy over who truly is the #1 contender to AJ Styles Wildside Heavyweight Championship. I'm gonna have some words in the middle of the ring with the champ himself.
Maybe we'll get some answers, and it all starts right now.